Hey, Fan Gang, hope everyone's having a fantastic week. Today, we are continuing the life and suffering of Sir Brante. In the times of the fall of the blessed Arcanian Empire, I almost forgot the blessed. It's a load-bearing blessed. Let's continue. We are a judge in our 21st year of life. I think we have a big event coming up. The power of the law. What happened last time? Mostly family business, it turned out. There's a little bit at her new job, just getting the lay of the land mostly, but it was mostly about establishing the new family dynamics now that we're back from college. And we have the overarching family goal of becoming a proper noble family of the sword, not the mantle, which means our nobility is going to be hereditary from now on. So we're aiming for that. We're broing it up with Stefan. Gloria's a pissant, basically. Nate's a burned out, doing nothing. I don't know what's up with him. And Dad is Dad. Dad is still cool. Okay. Oh yeah, and Mom is still a sinking ship. But, you know, whatever. She's been that way since Nate was born, honestly. The power of the law. You have just completed your first year of service at the prefecture. Several days after your second year begins, there is a knock at the door. You look up from your paperwork and tell the visitor to come in. Sir Elborne's secretary slips inside quietly. The prefect has an important matter to discuss with you in his office. Augustine Elborne looks weary and aged, but he greets you with his usual characteristic warmth. You take a seat in the comfortable chair across from him. Sir Elborne asks his secretary to pour you and him some wine. Oh god, we're day drinking. Nothing good comes from day drinking at the office. As much as I love the show Mad Men, that's something I never understood, how people can just day drink. Like, not just day drink, but hard liquor day drink throughout the entire day and not just be passed out on the floor. Because I always get tired when I drink. Can you imagine 20-year-old judges? Also, yeah, it's pretty funny. Hey, we're top of our class, man. We're top of our class. We know a lot. Sir Brante, good to see you. I hope the judge's trade is coming easily to you now. I would hope so too, considering we're only 21. I must admit, I've been watching your first cases closely. You've already had to resolve a rather difficult land dispute between a commoner and a noble. We will see even more litigation of this kind in our province in the future. Now, it's time for you to answer an important question. In this great dispute between the two estates, where will you stand as the judge? It's not really our place to pick a side, is it? We're just interpreting the law, right? I feel like that's missing the point of a judge. We don't make the law, we interpret the law here. Take a look around you. Life in the Empire as we know it is changing. It is our duty, as nobles and judges, to make peace between all the estates on the basis of the law. However, the prefecture faces a great hindrance in its pursuit of this goal. Many nobles are still determined to abide by not having the audio switched over. There we go. Many nobles are still determined to abide only by the traditions of old, especially the Arcanians. Fucking blueberries. For those nobles, the only law above them is the Court of Honor, where noble ranks and duels decide everything. They reject the jurisdiction of the prefecture and outright defy the newer laws and regulations of the Empire. This is to say nothing of what happens when an Arcanian has a dispute with a human commoner. Some Arcanians rather cut a human down than waste time on what they see as pointless litigation. Even though the law says that all Emperor subjects have a right to a fair and just trial. One of the most flagrant violators of the law is Dorius Auten. Yeah, I remember him. The commander of our province's military. You've encountered him before, haven't you? Yeah, we called him a bitch right in front of everyone. Kinda makes you wonder if it was originally meant to be like a solicitor. I don't remember what solicitor used to mean. I remember bumping into that word solicitor when I was reading Dracula last year, and I don't remember. Let me look that up real quick. Because it has a specific meaning that's not really in use anymore. So, original meaning. Legal practitioner who traditionally deals with most of legal matters in some jurisdictions. That's super unhelpful. I guess that just like a solicitor means a basic lawyer. That's my interpretation. Yeah, just regular lawyers. Yeah. The Archnean nobleman is a notorious duelist. Anyone who crosses his path risks insulting his honor. His sword has ended the lives of many human nobles, not to mention all the commoners who have been unlucky enough to run afoul of him when he was bored. Surely you realize, Brante, that we are the only ones who can protect those people. The lowborn lot forbids a commoner to arm himself, and even those who would rather defy their lot have no chance against Dorius Otten, one of the most skilled Archnean sword masters. We could take him. We could fucking take him. Look, we are a dangerous enemy. We're almost at battle hardened. So I'm willing to bet that's gonna require a 20 to kill Dorius Otten. So no, that's our new objective, is to get to 20 so we can kill Dorius, if we have to. Otten cannot be allowed to commit murder with impunity. We have to stop him and all the others who act as he does. Imperial law must prevail over their barbarous traditions. I agree with that. I think it'd be one thing if the Court of Honor was just between nobles and it was indifferent to what type of noble they were. But since it's just being used as a loophole around the law, yeah, fuck it. But, as of now, I have no authority to put Otten on trial. Our province still abides by the old traditions, and humans are powerless against the dynastic powers of the Archnean aristocracy. Aristocracy. There we go. Putting an Archnean on trial for his crimes would be unthinkable at best. We have to work gradually to change this, Brante. I need you as an ally. Okay. What we have to do is strengthen the power of Imperial law in Magra, so that eventually everyone will respect the law, from humble beggars to high-born Archneans. You must show everyone that the law is not a noble instrument of oppression against the common folk. Like the divine law, Imperial law must stand above all, with no regard for birth, rank, or title. Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down. This is why I've decided to address you today, Power Alliance. That's me, Brante. Side with the law. Side with your father and myself. I mean, that's an easy sell. Siding with Dad? Yeah, I'm down. Sign me up. Side with justice in every case always, no matter who stands trial before you, be they lowly commoner or noble elite. With enough precedence, we will put an end to highborn tyranny and ensure that the law is respected throughout the province. We got a bit of a problem with this, however, because usually justice comes at the cost of career, and I'm already getting pretty dangerous, man. We got a bit of a problem with this plan. You're talking to a guy who's already on thin ice. Yeah. But I must warn you, even here at the prefecture, I am not all powerful. Many judges oppose my point of view. Not openly, at least not yet. But I am certain they will work against us in the shadows. Now, Brante, what is your answer? Are you ready to side with me and change our province for the better? Are you prepared to support me against the high-handed gentry and defend the common folk from the likes of Dorius Otten? Hey, Ace. You're so sad, all videos are unavailable for me. All of my videos or all of YouTube videos? Because I haven't changed anything. Now I'm paranoid. Now I'm checking. 1 second. My videos... Yeah, all of mine are still public. Are you talking about other YouTube stuff? It sounds like someone was just changing their channel around. Let's see. Side with old Borny. We get some Borny points. Or we get willpower and lose Borny points. I'm inclined to side with old Borny. I feel like this is going to become a conflict of interest with Stefan. but I am up for the challenge of trying to balance both. I think we can do both, side with Elborny and become the El Brantes. I think we can do both. There has to be a way, and I want to find it. So we're down with Borny. You nod energetically, determined to support Elborny and bring nobles and Arcanians under the rule of Imperial law. You realize the risks, but for the future of the Empire and its subjects, you are willing to face them. You seal the promise with a handshake. The prefect leans back in his big chair and points at the glasses full of wine. Don't make me day drink, please. I'll be passed out within minutes. I never doubted you, Brante. With your potential and youthful zeal, nothing will stop us. And now a toast to the triumph of law in Magra. Your glasses clink melodically. The prefect takes a sip, then puts the glass down to instruct you further. Remember to be cautious. Between the powerful nobles and many other judges at the prefecture, there will be no shortage of enemies on this path. There will be times when I'll be unable to help you. My own position is too unstable as it is, so please do not draw too much of their ire. Letting their wrath reach you is the last thing I want. Well, then now you're conflicting with what you said previously. I can't do that without pissing them off, man. Yeah, I kind of figured you have to get pretty Machiavellian to get the L. But I feel like I can do it. There has to be a way. I mean, I also probably kind of already screwed myself out of doing both, just from that perception as a wee babe only having one perception. I feel like not min-maxing that starting stat is going to screw me over so much trying to get everything, so yeah. Last but not least, we mustn't be hasty. If we move too fast and enforce the law against the nobles too soon, they might take up their swords as they have before. We have to prevent an uprising and avert bloodshed. At all times, be just, but also wise and alert. I'm glad to see you on the side of justice. I'm counting on you, and you can count on me in return, Power Lines Brante. That's me. May luck be with you in service to the Empire. Yay, the Empire, yay. You return to your office, your desk covered with endless paperwork as always. At first glance, nothing has changed, but now you realize the great and important cause working quietly behind your daily grind. Deep in thought, you sit at the desk once again. What fate awaits you in service to this cause? And we got Borny points. It's like brownie points, but for Borny. Yeah. Yeah, I'm down for taking down the nobility. I'm down for that. Still living true to my original aspirations on this life. You know, I'm not the rebel, because, you know, fuck those poets, but, you know, it is what it is. An old friend! Ooh, we can talk to Tommy? A night is falling over Anazote. The stifling heat gives way to an eagerly anticipated freshness. After a day at work, you stroll home at a leisurely pace. You turn down a side street that you have known since you were a little boy. It is as if your legs are acting of their own accord, bringing you to the place of your childhood play, the remnants of the wooden fort. So much has changed since the days when you used to play here with your little friends. Engrossed in your memories, at first you fail to notice that you are not alone here. A tall figure in the uniform of a Legion officer approaches you. You see unruly brown hair and a twinkle in his eye. It is Tommy, our boy, our BFF. What's up, Tommy? Now that's a surprise. Hey, Brante. Fancy running into you the moment I'm back in town. Hell yeah, we got our boy. We got our boy. Your childhood friend puts his arm around you. Hell yeah. Our battalion got transferred here recently. We're under the command of Magra Legion now. I'm keeping the peace and maintaining order in my own province. Hell yeah. Why don't we catch up? Let me buy you dinner. We'll have a little chat. Remember the old days. Tommy cuts himself short. You suddenly notice how much older he looks. His face has become sharper and rougher, and his eyes are filled with exhaustion rather than their usual mischievous sparkle. Yeah, that's being an officer. That's being responsible for the non-coms. I should warn you though, Paralines. I ain't the best company nowadays. Managed to get myself some powerful enemies already. I'm a friend who could taint your good name, so if you'd rather not be seen with me. Bro! Bro, we got you, bro! The fuck you talking about, bro? Let's go! The smile on his face starts to fade. Dude, what's up, man? We don't even have the option. Can't even do it. Because we're that much of a bro with him. We can't even walk away. It's not an option. Have dinner with Tommy. You aren't about to miss a chance to spend some time with your old friend, no matter what kind of danger he's in. Fuck yeah. Oh. -1 reputation. Stefan will understand. Stefan will understand. We can smooth it out with Stefan. It'll be okay. We'll be at 30 willpower. We can make something happen. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We gotta have dinner with Tommy. You give Thomas your hand. You shake hands firmly, you son of a bitch. So you haven't forgotten your old friend, Brante. That's the way it ought to be. Come on. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You go to a tavern, reminiscing about your childhood antics on these very streets along the way. You choose a table in the far corner of the tavern. Tommy orders a bottle of good wine and some food. You talk about your latest case, about your first years back in Anizote. You share family news, your quest to become nobles of the sword, the quarrels between your elder brother and sister, your mother's health. Tommy nods with a concern. Sounds like you had some tough times. Family's always been different. Mine on the other hand, it's the same as it ever was. My pa is always in his workshop, my mom's always doing chores. But look at me! I came home a service class nobleman. Although it doesn't bring me much joy anymore. Putting up with Arcnans. I guess he's more in the line of fire than we are, isn't he? Tommy is suddenly grim. You ask your old friend to share his troubles with you. He quickly glances around the room and lowers his voice. Well, I'm a Dude, bro's a captain already? Bro is moving up. Bro skipped some ranks there. Bro's doing good. Well, I'm a captain in the Magrin Legion now. And who's our commander? His Excellency. I just slurred that like a complete drunk. His Excellency, Dorius Otten. That's right, I serve under the very same Arcanon whose toes I stepped on back in Eterna. You better believe he remembers me. Afraid things are gonna end real bad. Ugh. But hey, I'll figure it out somehow. Don't trouble yourself over it. Apart from that, well, it's the usual service. We impose order in uppity towns and villages, protect the province, that sort of thing. And run drills all day long, obviously. If only you knew how sick I am of them barracks, Paralines. It's me. Thought about starting a family. My mom keeps telling me to find a nice girl to marry. She says it's high time I got hitched. Bro, we got a sister? Maybe you can help cool her off. Hey, Fritz, hope you're doing good. Oh, it's account-based? That makes sense, yeah. Yeah. I say we hook up... Look, it's kind of a dick move to hook him up with Gloria, but maybe Tommy is such a cool guy, and he's a noble, but he's also a good guy. Maybe that will cool off Gloria, make her less of a bitch. I feel like that's a win-win. It is completely dark, and you're still talking. Finally, Thomas remembers that his parents are waiting for him. You get up from the table, leaving some dirty dishes and quite a few empty bottles behind. On your way out, you catch a glimpse of a nondescript figure following you to the door. As you walk alongside Tommy through your home neighborhood, you keep glancing over your shoulder, but the shadow that was following you has disappeared. You reach your street and stop for a while in the semi-darkness between your family homes, just as you used to all those years ago. Bye, Brante. I hardly ever come to Anizote these days. Our battalion is always on the march all over the province. But twins willing, we'll see each other again real soon. Hell yeah, bro. Come inside, man. Let me introduce you to my sister. Can you take her off our hands, please? Oh man, I think 8 is the big thing to get on reputations. We're 3 points away. Okay, but we have 30 willpower, so we can make some moves. And we actually really need to make some moves now that we're at 30, so we're not wasting willpower gains. Prepared for anything! Story of our life. Anyway, throat lozenge. Pollen's good, man. The pollen is so bad this year. Like, it's always pretty bad around here because we have a lot of pine trees, but holy shit, it's like twice as bad as it was last year. The newspaper case. Yeah, Gloria would call him a bore, but I feel like Tommy is such a cool guy. Surely Gloria could chill even for him. Your first year at the prefecture has come to an end. You are not a young student anymore. You know now that a judge's trade means so much more than knowing the law and carrying it out. Resolving a litigation of any importance requires striking a balance between the code of law, high society's opinion, and the whims of the provincial powers that be. The second year is already beginning, and it feels much tougher. Trampled by the nobles, the commoners seek help, and so they turn to the law. They turn to me. Well, they might be in trouble because my career's on thin ice. A carriage takes you through the silver district of Anazote. It is early morning, and you have just received a letter bearing the seal of the city hall. Reme El Verman, the magistrate of Magra himself, wishes to see you at once. The mere sight of the magistrate's invitation is enough to make you scowl. There is no doubt about your newest case regarding the Quorum Gazette, which may spell trouble for everyone involved. A provincial legislator, the Lesser Quorum, governs the volume and distribution of taxes in Magra. After a new law created by the Emperor's own brother, Cornelius Tempus, several years ago, commoners of considerable wealth were granted representation in the quorum on par with the nobility, thus forming the Lesser Quorum. Now, the representatives of the lowly estate have founded a newspaper of their own, and this Quorum Gazette, distributed all across Anazote, fervently argues for commoners' rights in the provincial governance. The man behind the newspaper is Mayor Egmont, a well-off industrialist and owner of several silver mines. That sounds familiar. Is he the owner of the mines that had the gunpowder explosion before? He might be. I think that was in our teenage years that happened. And it was his article and his demands that brought about this litigation. You take out a newspaper and read Egmont's article printed within. It addresses Imperial Overseer Gaius Tempus directly. Oh boy. We demand that Sir Overseer Gaius Tempus cease his habitual disregard for our meetings. From Emperor Uther II, we received the lawful right to assemble and sit in the Lesser Quorum. And we say to the Overseer, our voice must be heard. Our message must be accepted. Okay, so he was that same owner? Gotcha. Thank you for remembering, because I barely did. The carriage stops in a square by a luxurious building. This is the City Hall, where imperial officials manage all domestic and economic matters of Anazote. You are escorted up a long, winding staircase to the door of the magistrate's office. And now, you stand before Remiel Vermont. See, he doesn't look that friendly, does he? Dude got jowls. You can open them up and pocket change will fall out. The magistrate maintains a haughty bearing in spite of his venerable age. His face bears the sharp, proud features so common among the old aristocracy. Ah yes, Sir Judge, you're from the Brante family, I believe. I appreciate your prompt arrival. I'd rather not waste your time and get right down to... I'd rather not waste your time, comma, missing that's a load-bearing comma, and get right down to business. The matter for which I called you here is urgent indeed. You are judging a case against that newspaper by Lesser Quorum, are you not? I've had a torrent of complaints against it from the most venerable members of the Quorum. They say Mayor Egmont has insulted Gaius Tempest, our overseer and an Archnean from the Emperor's own great dynasty, and I say they're absolutely right. The Empire gave those uppity commoners a hand in managing the province's very well-being, which is already a violation of their lowly lot. But no, it wasn't enough for them, it seems. You've earned the mantle only recently, Sir Brante, But you must realize that this is an affront to the honor of the entire nobility. I expect you to do your duty as a judge and immediately find a pretext for shutting down their pathetic gazette. Okay. Okay. Alborne, your prefect might think otherwise. However, Sir Brante, if you exercise enough wisdom and cunning, I am certain you will realize which position is most beneficial to you. With your youth and potential, it'll do you good to have powerful friends on your side. I'm sure you'll reach the only appropriate and just verdict when closing this case, and I hope you will be duly judicious. For now, farewell. That could have been a letter. Bro did that this could have been an email meeting in medieval times. Could have been a letter. He returned to the prefecture lost in thought. Sir L. Vermin is right. Vermin. Okay. Yeah, they're clearly rat coding him. Your word is all it will take to shut the Lesser Quorum newspaper down. As a judge and a nobleman, you do not even need a reason. The people running the Gazette are mere commoners, no matter how wealthy they might be. There is no breach of law, however. Mayor Egmont's article simply requested that the Overseer of Magra hear what the Lesser Quorum has to say. You can reject the nobility's complaints and thus show the commoners they may rely on the prefecture's justice, but Sir L. Vermin and many fellow judges will be outraged. Father learns that the case has been assigned to you. He visits you and offers some advice. Oh, thank you, Dad. We need some advice here. You're in quite a predicament now, son. If you try to appease one party, the other will be furious. Wouldn't you rather see if there's any way to make peace between them? We can host a party at our state and invite both Mayor Egmont and the noble elders from the quorum. But he wanted to come in person to emphasize his feelings on the matter. No, he didn't come in person. He dragged our ass across town to talk at us for 5 minutes. There's a difference there. If he came to our office, it'd be one thing. But he dragged our ass across town. So, dude could have just sent a fucking letter. If you are successful at diffusing their quarrel, no one would object if you decide to legitimize the Quorum Gazette. Even though Vermin won't be against it if the nobles stop complaining. However, Father is not your only visitor of note that day. Shortly after the door closes behind him, the familiar face of Judge Carlo Falkergraben appears in your office. He looks around cautiously before speaking his mind. Alright, Fats, what do you got? I hear you've been ordered to deal with that newspaper run by the wealthy commoners. It's a complicated case indeed, if you ask me. Work like that deserves to be rewarded. Why not make the most of it? You're quite close with Prefect Alborne, are you not? Almost related, as it were. What if you were to shut down the paper and seize their printing press? All it would take is our prefect's signature. And my friends among the Quorum nobles, well, they could use a gazette of their own. Uh-huh. I would be delighted to help you put that printing press in good hands. Just think of it. You would shut down a subversive periodical and help our esteemed nobles spread their message, all while earning a lucrative reward for your efforts. It's quite a coup, really. Everyone wins. Do think on it, Brante. Oh, boy. This is definitely the Machiavellian route with this guy. He leaves, and you are left alone in your office to deliberate. If you decide to shut down the Gazette, how far should you go? And if you choose to legitimize the periodical, how will you go about it? Ah, shit, the good option is gone. We are lacking 1 point in diplomacy. Shit. Shit. Ah, I'm fucked. Fuck. Oh, that's a hard lock for the protector of the people, isn't it? Ooh, but that will increase our families by a lot. But we'll lose Borny points. I'm really mad that I don't have the 13 diplomacy for that. Really mad. Shit. Wait, we lose wealth. I guess because the party is expensive. Damn it! Shut down. The basic options are +1 career, -1 justice. The opposite, we'll put our career on thin ice. And the nuclear option is losing both career and justice points, but our family gains wealth and reputation. Oh, there's other opportunities for the title? Okay, thank God. Thank God, man. In that case, I am tempted to go this for the family points. Because we could use some more wealth and some more reputation. What's the breakpoints in the family? 7. So that'll put us 1 away from both breakpoints. Okay. I think we want to hit 8 to be in the position we want to be. With the prefect's help, you seize the printing press used for the Gazette and give it to the quorum nobility. Our career will take a big hit, because that'll be below the breakpoint into thin ice. But justice can tank that hit. So, and we also get a scheming point. That's not hugely important, but it's something. What's a scheming breakpoint? Scheming. 16. Under 3 unity, you fail being ennobled. Okay, we're good on unity at least. We're not great, but we're not bad. Yeah, so keeping out of quarrel and feuds, that's enough to survive. Yeah, I'm gonna go with seize the printing press just for the family wealth and reputation. Because the Borny points, I know there's going to be opportunities to get those back. The occupation loss sucks. Big time. Like, if I had this unlocked, I would do this in a heartbeat. But I don't. So I'm going to go for this. Also, it doesn't even cost willpower. Interesting. Okay. It's not the right thing to do. It's actually a really bad, dickish thing. But we're going to do it. To make it up to Stefan. Because we took a reputation hit. Because we're bros with Tommy. I'm not happy with it, but we're doing it. You decide to follow Judge Robin's cunning plan. I wouldn't call it cunning. You and your family could come out of this tricky case better off, and Magistrate Elverban will not be disappointed. However, this plan requires discretion. The fewer people learn about the seizure of the print shop, the better. You draft a property seizure order against Mayor Egmont, the owner of the Gazette, and present it to Prefect Alborny to be signed. Did I see this right? You think it necessary to shut down the newspaper and seize Egmont's property, too? But you have an answer ready. The Lesser Quorum's newspaper is an affront to the senior nobles and a threat to peace in the province. Now is not the time to incite more tension between the estates. But, if all you do is ban the Gazette, you add, Egmont will quickly repurpose the press and spread their message in other ways. Very well, Brante. I trust your judgment. I hope you know what you're doing. Mott's one of us. I don't know what I'm doing, but thanks for having my back, boss. A squad of Hendaravines in tow, you set off to search Egmont's print shop. You find the printing press, the movable type, the frames and the inks, and confiscate them. The owner of the Gazette, Mayor Egmont, is quick to arrive. He looks almost like a nobleman. Egmont is a well-groomed and wears expensive clothing only a wealthy industrialist could afford. Nevertheless, his rough manner of speaking and boorish posture betray his humble origins. You've got quite the nerve, Sir Brante. You have the right to ban the newspaper, but this print shop is my property. I bought it with the money I earned from my own 2 hands. Can we at least reimburse him? Instead of an answer, you coldly present him with an order signed by Prefect Elborny. I see. So the law and the prefecture have no justice for the common folk. But you, Sir Brante, how long have you been a noble yourself? Did you already forget how it feels to be under somebody else's thumb all the time? Let me tell you, the times are changing. We won't be silenced so easily. All the fuming industrialist can do is watch the Hindamarims load his printing press onto a cart and take it away. Once the matter of the print shop is settled, you pay Carlo Fagergraben a visit. Also, we have to address that this guy is a dickbag who got people killed in his mines because of gunpowder. So he's not on a high horse here. Most expertly done, Brante. I shall present the printing press to the nobles of the quorum post haste. That will handle this newspaper initiative from here on out. This act has not gone unnoticed. The noble quorum owes your family a great debt. I've already made the arrangements. Your family will not have to pay the Archduke's tax for 2 years. This is a great honor. Only nobles of the sword are exempt from taxation. Oh, hell yeah. El Borne soon learns of the shady deal you have. Ah, fuck. Brante, I hear you. Brante, get in here! I hear you already repurposed the confiscated printing press. This is a dangerous game you're playing. Some might consider it an abuse of your position as a judge. I will not tolerate such scheming in the future. Yes, sir. Okay. Indeed, many people at the prefecture consider your actions unworthy of a judge, and outraged commoners of the lesser quorum have lost faith in the justice system. Nevertheless, the arrangement has earned your family new privileges, which means more money for the Brantes and much improved standing with the nobility. That's okay, we're still at positive Brante points. Our career's in a bit of a pickle here. Bit of a pickle. Ugh. We're at 1. Oh boy. Oh well, we're at 2. Okay, we're at 2. Okay, we're not at 1. We're on ice. And it's not thick ice. But hey, look at this. We're going up. We're going up. And we're only 1 away from the ringleader. That's not bad. That's not bad. This event is a consequence of your previous actions. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Chutes and ladders. What is this? News of your latest action spreads rapidly across Anazote. You've made many enemies during your years as a judge, and now is their chance to strike. Your career is hanging by a thread. You have to fight off accusations, denouncements, and slander just to retain your position. Bro, we've had this job for a year. A quiet knock at the door interrupts your musing. The imposing figure of Judge Carlo Fagergraben solemnly floats into your office. We hardly ever see each other these days, Brante. I've decided to pay you a visit, with the most cordial of attentions, of course. I've been hearing everywhere that things are not going well for you, so I asked myself the question, how could a man of your talents quarrel with almost all of Anazote high society? I'm sure you're simply misguided, but worry not, I will show you the way. Okay, where is this going? Many judges see you as a threat. They think that your daring rules are putting the entire prefecture in danger. Let's examine your latest case, for instance. Its outcome enraged all the nobility of the city. But I know you aren't what they say you are. Wait, what? I'm gonna assume he's talking about a imaginary thing that just happened, not the case that literally just happened, but they're pretending there's another one that came after it since then. But I know you aren't what they say you are. The others need to see how much you care for your colleagues and our institution. Take my advice, Paralines. Don't forget that it's a judge's job to maintain law and order among the estates, not destroy it. Admit your error and reconsider at least some of your past actions in favor of the nobility. Do this, and I assure you society will come to see you as a respectable nobleman and a wise judge once again. Do not emulate our prefect. You know that I hold El Borne in the highest of esteem, But between you and me, he's on the edge of a precipice, and he's dragging you down with him. Promise me you'll only think about what I've said, Brante. I'm only concerned about your well-being. I care about the career of a promising judge like you. Shut up, fucking Robin. Fucking Robin takes a bow and leaves as silently as he came. You reread your cases, lost in thought. This is what has turned high society against you. Your enemy's schemes are preventing you from continuing your work. You need to find a way out of this situation. Uh-oh. We are lacking patronage. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Ooh, that's a +2. That's a +2, but a minus reputation? That ain't great. Ooh! -3 justice! Holy hell. Jesus. Oof. That's a +1 diplomacy, though. That puts us at that break point. Oh, that's another +1, too. Okay. Continue the fight! Oh, oh, oh! +1 valor. I crave violence. We know this about me. So this is between... This is a nuclear option between continue the fight and ask Dad. So it really boils down to, does our family lose reputation, or do we take a career hit and put us, like, dangerously close to failure? Oh, this is a tough one. Because I really want that 20 valor just in case we got to square up. And I want to square up because I crave violence. Oh, man. They really are tempting me here. Oh, man. But that's a +2. That's pretty good. But that -1 reputation does suck. This is gonna put us in a really difficult spot because the next time we're gonna have to go career at the expense of justice. We can't do justice next time, so we're gonna miss another opportunity for the siding of the people. But I really want that valor. I crave violence. Father, I'm sorry. But I choose darkness. I crave violence, Dad. I'm sorry. As soon as fucking Robin vanishes behind the door, you put the old cases away in a drawer and get back to work. New lawsuits, litigation, and please demand your attention. Your choice was made long ago. You will not give in or compromise with your conscience. Justice must be upheld. If you don't do it, who will? The consequences are not long in coming. An onslaught of complaints and denunciations comes crashing down upon you. Notable noblemen demand that El Borne throw you out of the prefecture in disgrace. The prefect comes to your defense, but he will not be able to sustain the pressure for long. The other judges simply avoid you like the plague. Upon meeting you in the hallway, Carlo Falkergraben just shakes his head solemnly and keeps walking. You're forced to fight to keep your position. Work feels like a battlefield now, and with each passing day, your enemies close in on you. Soon they will attack, and you will have to make your last stand. Come at me, bro! I'm jacked! Come at me, bro! I'm 19 out of 20. I just need one more point and I can take on the world and win. Bro, if I can get 20 valor, I'll probably be sitting at 30 willpower at the same time we can say, fuck it, we ball. Oh, I just need that one more valor. I'm so close. Oh. Today is a big day for the Brante family. The day your family line started. The day when you remember all your ancestors. Tonight, everyone who bears the name Brante must descend into the family crypt to keep vigil by the tombs. This is the time to surrender yourself to your ancestors and hear their will. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's time for Granddad. Uh-oh. The entire family prepares for the event in silence. Stefan has been choosing his apparel since morning, praying anxiously under his breath all the while. The heir has a special place in the family vigil. Even mother's planning to go with you. The father tries to talk her out. That's a bad idea. Dude, grandfather died trying to burn the house down to kill her. That's not a good idea, bro. Lydia, I beg of you, stay home. You are far too weak for an all-night vigil in the crypt. Gloria, would you be so kind as to stay with her mother since you cannot join us anyways? Gloria answers in a muffled voice. Oh, here we go. Here we go. As you wish, Sir Robert. The late Sir Gregor would only be enraged to see Mother there. We all remember how their last encounter ended. Oh, okay. She's being chill. She's being cool. She's being cool. Okay. I still haven't forgiven Gloria for last time. Father nods curtly, avoiding Gloria's gaze. But at that moment, your attention is drawn to a noise in the foyer. Nate staggers to the door, stumbling over his own feet. He reeks of cheap wine and filth. Bro. I'm not late, am I? Nate. Bro. God, you are such a bum. Why do you have to be this way? I know you got shaked too much as a baby, but come on, man. Everyone gazes at him in consternation. Nate almost falls into Mother's and Gloria's arms. Distressed, they fuss over him. Stefan eyes his youngest brother coldly. I expected nothing more of you, Nathan. Why even speak of duty to your family when you can't even manage to live by the commoner's lot? Go lie down in the pantry and stay out of our sight. Father, power lines, it's time. Let's go. Look, I'm gonna be real. I'm with Stefan on this one. Nate's not gonna help matters with Grandpa. Like, it's gonna be bad enough with Dad and me in there. Because Granddad hated us two. He only likes Stefan. Alongside Father and Stefan, you descend into the family crypt. You cannot help but remember paying your last respects to your grandfather 9 years ago. You light the lamps. Dim, eerie flames illuminate the shrine. In the middle of it stands a magnificent stone tomb containing the long decayed remains, of Gregor Brante. You take your places around the crypt and kneel. The all-night vigil has begun. Looks like we got some mold down here. We should get that mold taken care of. At first, your ancestors remain silent. Isn't it just one ancestor? Because there's only Granddad down here. Then, a low murmur passes around you. The shadows in the corners of the room deepen. The voices grow stronger. You know that the ancestors of Gregor Brante, long forgotten commoners whom you never knew, are trying to talk to you. But now a memory of them has come to life in the darkness of the crypt. They're pleading for something, demanding it of you, calling out to you, screaming. Finally, you all hear that painfully familiar, deep, imperious voice echo from the far end of the chamber. It's been a long time since I've seen you all. I hope you bear good tidings. All this time, I've been waiting for you to fulfill my mission. Remember, as long as I am in your blood, I will give you no peace. I did not have my family ennobled just to see our line cut short. Our blood tide must join the grand flow of the Empire, and then each of my descendants will inherit nobility forever and ever. But I do not see any of you before my tomb. Where are you hiding? Where is the head of our family, the man who will speak to me? Where is the man who will heed my will? Father rises from his knees and makes his way toward Grandfather's stone tomb, the source of the booming voice. But Stefan suddenly pushes him out of the way. Father takes an indignant step forward, but Stefan firmly bars the way. Bro, come on, bro. Stop it, Stefan. You're my heir, but you are not head of this family. Father, it is not you that Sir Gregor is addressing. Earning the nobility of the sword is my duty to him. He has long forsaken any hope of seeing you achieve it. You must understand that I am the one who will fulfill that duty. Oh boy. Stefan does not let him pass. Father breathes heavily in anger. You can all but feel the frantic beating of both their hearts resonating somewhere within you. Both your father and brother seem to have forgotten that you are here too. Even the restless voices of your ancestors have grown hushed, waiting for the outcome of this confrontation. Oh boy, what's this option? We could have only done that if we had the blood tide, but that would have been the huge dick move. Also, Granddad, +3 Valor! Holy shit! Okay, anyways. I can't do that anyways, never mind. Do I get any Valor? Any Valor? No Valor. No Valor? Damn it! Another diplomacy point! I don't want to take that, though, because that's a waste of willpower. That would have been really funny, though, for the guy who Granddad beat to death and hated to step forward. That would have been really funny. Oh, fuck. That will get us out of the danger zone of Unity 2. But we're going to lose bro points, and that sucks. I don't want to lose bro points, because dad points are already maxed out. That won't change a breakpoint in family unity. It'll get me over the diplomacy breakpoint. It'll get our bro points back to max. It's a waste of 5 willpower. And it's gonna make dad pretty salty. Like, really salty. Like, I feel like dad being the family head is the only thing holding the shit show together, honestly. I can't imagine Stefan being the family head working out very well right now. Once we're family of the sword, yeah, fuck it. Make Stefan the person in charge. But yeah, I have to go with dad on this one, just for the unity mostly. Although I'm really... God, I want that diplomacy so bad, because I'm 1 off from the breakpoint and it screwed me last time. Fuck, man. Alright, we're gonna side with dad on this one. I don't like it, but... God, there's no winning. Like, all of these decisions are a huge dickbag move. There's no good solution here, honestly. Unless you're going straight Machiavellian, fuck everyone but me. Yeah, we gotta side with dad for the unity on this one, I guess. Really not happy about it, but... Dad... Gotta go with him. You block Stefan's way. Your ponderous voice fills the dark crypt. You demand that your brother step back. The head of your family is your father, Robert Brante, and so it will be as long as he lives. Could your brother have forgotten that it is part of the noble lot to acknowledge and honor seniority? It's true. It's true. Stefan himself said that. Your father is the man who must hear and accept your ancestors' will. Stefan tries to maintain his composure, but even in the dark, you can see his face twist. Brother, you don't understand. I'm not defying father seniority, but I am the man who bears this duty to our grandfather. I cannot remain a mere witness while the future of our blood tide runs through our fingers. You resolutely push your brother to one side. Whether he wants to or not, he will give way to the head of the family. Father catches his breath and approaches grandfather's tomb. Yeah, my logic is pretty solid, yeah. I mean, again, there's really no good win here unless you're going straight for yourself on the Machiavellian route. Because siding with either dad or brother on this is kind of a lose-lose besides that diplomacy grab or the unity grab. Those are the only good outcomes from this. So it's you, Robert. Have you come to disappoint me yet again? Stefan is right. I have not put my hopes in you for quite some time. If anyone will lead the Brante family to glory, it will be my grandson. Stefan clenches his fist and whispers something to himself. I am doing my utmost, father. We are closer to becoming nobles of the sword than ever before. The Overseer looks upon us with favor. Just a couple more years, and your dream will come true. This must be your dream too, Robert, but you still cater to your foundlings, Lydia and Gloria, risking a permanent blemish upon the Brante name. My name! I might do the Machiavellian route after this. Just because I'm seeing all the opportunities and it looks so fun. Dead though I may be, my will lives on. Heated at last, get rid of that parasite Gloria and devote yourself to your true family. Otherwise, you will lead our family to shame and ruin. It's a good thing Stefan isn't the one in charge, isn't it? Father hesitates for a moment. No, Father, this is impossible. Even if I must defy your will, I am responsible for Gloria. My honor and my conscience will not allow me to do what you demand. You must accept this, or keep on fighting me for all eternity. The voice of your deceased ancestor fades away. He seems to have left this realm, but then his voice suddenly booms from the other side of the crypt. Stefan! You are heir of this family. Their duty by blood is to earn us a place in eternity. Do not take after your spineless father. Do what must be done. Cleanse our family of wickedness. Come on. Granddad, bro, don't pick it up. Don't pick it up, bro. Bro, Stefan, come on, bro. Stefan is shivering. He replies in an unsteady voice. Come on, bro. Keep it cool, man. Keep it cool for me. But Gloria, I can't. Come on, bro. Keep it together. Keep your shit together, Stefan. Please. Stefan checks himself. I will do my duty to my family, Sir Gregor, whatever the price I will pay it. I hope that he's keeping it vague so he doesn't have to go through with it. The crypt is completely silent once more. You are all alone again. You see tears glistening on Stefan's face. Without uttering a word, he goes outside. Father clasps his arms firmly around you. You feel him let out a sigh of sorrow and relief. The vigil is over. Oh boy. Look, at least out of that, we confirmed that Stefan still has some sympathy towards Gloria. Under all the bluster, that was a hard confirmation that Stefan, when it comes down to it, he doesn't really want to kick out Gloria. Alright. We're back at peace. Okay. We're out of the danger zone. Okay. Willpower, yeah, that's fine. Guys, I'm still upset that I didn't get that diplomacy, man. I really want that diplomacy. I feel like I'm gonna keep getting screwed when I don't have that breakpoint on diplomacy. Egmont's speech. Just a few days into the year, Mayor Egmont, chairman of the Lesser Quorum and owner of several silver mines, also known as death pits, made a speech that caused quite a stir in the province. Though a commoner, Egmont had the gall to demand that Magran authorities both enforce and obey imperial law. What's the use of imperial laws if they aren't enforced as they should be? Even today, any Anazote nobleman who gets up on the wrong side of the bed can draw his sword and run a commoner through with impunity. These gentlemen may be our rulers, but does that mean they can defy the emperor's will? So Borne has been appointed to enforce the rule of law in Magra. How come the prefect doesn't see this? Bruh. We commoners aren't trying to seize the noble lot and take over the province, but the rule of tradition is a thing of the past. This is the age of justice. We may not all be equal in its eyes, but even the nobles and clergy must obey the law. He's out of line, but he's not wrong. The Magran aristocracy is furious with Egmont and demands that he be silenced. But the rich industrialist has too much money and too many connections to be dealt with so easily. You hear more and more rumors about secret societyist commoners appearing in the city, plotting against noble rule. The gentry feels that Egmont and his peers might be behind this, but they have no proof, at least for now. And before Sir Dorius Otten just kills Egmont. Father Lenart, abbot of the Temple of the Silver Tree and leader of the New Believers, supports Egmont and has spoken publicly in his favor. Look at bro's hat. What the hell? The twins themselves entrusted the noble estate with the right to rule over the common folk. But rulers must also care for their subjects. The old faith is mistaken. No commoner should ever be forced to suffer. It is for this very reason that the imperial law exists. It is there to ease the people's suffering. May those laws be duly enforced, and may they serve all the people of the empire. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright. Things are getting sketchy here. The vassal and the lord. Fortunately, God, I always want to keep going with this game. It's so hard to stop. God damn. I love this game so much, man. Okay, that's it for tonight. I'll be honest, I might just replace Doom tomorrow with more Brante. God, I love this game so much. I just want to keep playing it. So it's 50-50 on if we'll do more Doom or more Brante tomorrow. We'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. This game is so cool, man. I love it. It's so good. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this, go and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share if you know someone you think you'll enjoy this. And tomorrow, I'll see everyone at 1:40 a.m. Eastern. Hope the Fang Gang has a fantastic rest of your week. I don't see you. Also, Friday evening, I got the game Enzoi, which is the new Sims-like, so we'll be checking that out. I'm looking forward to that because I really enjoy building apartments and houses in those games. I don't know, I have an HD TV addiction. I like house renovation. Anyways, take care, everyone. Hope everyone has a fantastic week. See ya!